Joyful day, beautiful beings, and joy for all things, beautiful hearts. Welcome back to this intentional heart space, designed and cultivated just for you. Yes, you are listening to your Rated You podcast, which is unconventional because we do all things unconventional. This is alternative health to holistic well being. Yes, welcome to Beyond the Story Heart Talk podcast with your host. Mine's truly yours, right? And so I know I came in real deep and real strong with that Black Friday investment series. I know I did. And because I'm still, feeling the frequency and feeling the investment from that series. If you have not treated yourself to something beautiful and something intentional, then that Black Friday investment series is for you. It wasn't about black meaning the color of our skin. It was about being black and being intentional, being bold and being creative and standing up for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth of the reality of how systematically we have been capitalized off of for centuries and decades, and how it will not change for us until we become the change, right? And so here you go. I am still wanting to do the thing. And what is the thing? Thank you for asking. The thing is that I'm wanting to disrupt, tame, and transform us. And so how we're going to do that? We're going to do that the SMC way is soulful, mindful, and continuous, whichever way you want to rock with it, right? And so with that being said, that Black Friday investment series was so deep. I hope you had a chance to listen to the Karen Hunter show, because that lady there, right? Because she lives, because she breathes, and because she has intentionally took the path that she's taken to awaken us, to bring us together is amazing. And I can't even explain to you what I've been feeling just by tuning into the podcast. Sirius XM is offering a free Sirius XM radio into February. So tap into the Karen Hunter show, listening to that, and let her know that Sierra Clark sent you, right? Because I'm on my way to collaborating with her. I am on my way to being in a space where she is, because I'm like definitely a high key groupie of hers. But so from that Black Friday investment series, where it was truly about investing in ourselves and seeing how over the years, like we dug into the history of Black Friday, who Black Friday really benefits and who wins from that situation. And then we did the unconventional thing, which is turn the word black into an acronym, because I like acronyms. If you're going to be vibing with me and beating with me on this frequency, then I'm going to put you up on all the Sierra isms. Yes, because I got Sierra isms, is what my friends call it. Like, I have my own thing. And so I'm going to be putting us up on the Sierra isms. And so we're going to learn a lot of acronyms to help us compound and digest so we can disrupt outdated narratives today. Like right now, in the moment, when you're listening to the sound of my voice, that is your opportunity to say, hey, I want to do something different. It is your opportunity to go from being the victim to the victor in your story. It is your opportunity to stop running along that run-on sentence and choose to turn the page, choose to change the narrative. Yeah. And so from that Black Friday investment series, I realized how I wanted to intentionally continue to invest in myself. And so I don't know if you know this, if you are new here to this space, but a better you equals a better me, and I mean that with every fiber of my being. And so from that Black Friday investment series, so let's recap. So Black became an acronym. Black was about break the cycle, period. Just break the cycle. right? And then the L stood for learn yourself. A was align your story. C was choosing conscious connections. K and was for you to keep blooming. That was the acronym that we came up. And yeah, you want to go back and listen to that. That is 5 days of self investment. And then there are free investment resources, links inside each series for you to invest in yourself. Yes, so there were 3 free investment series that was given out with that 5 day with that. If you put all that together, you now have a self-activating toolkit to activating yourself. That is what that is. Those are great gifts, right? They're downloadable PDFs that you can give to anybody who you want to help them help themselves, right? Let your gift not be something tangible that they're going to forget about, throw in a closet, maybe wear twice. Let your gift be a gift that means a little more, because that's what It's a Heart thing is all about. It's about gifts and giving gifts and being a gift that mean a little more than something tangible. And so because of that Black Friday investment series, I then looked at my mission and the vision for Beyond the Story podcast. And so we altered that, right? We supersized the mission. And so here you go, right? I want to tap into the mission, and then I am going to read to us the newly launched Heart Rant Digest. I think that's the name we're going to stick with. Heart Rant Digest. Wait. While guests share heart-centered solutions from the day that they chose to disrupt outdated narratives. We create space for breaking cycles, conscious connections, and blooming beyond what tried to keep us small, where we become the solution. Okay? And so that's how, and so yeah, so that's the new mission and the vision for the podcast. So the mission is to remind superlative beings, that is you. Superlative means to your highest degree, to your highest form. It is even an expression of praise. And so I'm not here to tell you nothing. I am here to remind you that you are a superlative being, and the one that you've been waiting and possibly searching for. And the story guides our listeners along the SMC pathway. The SMC pathway is a soulful, mindful, and continuum space designed for you, where guests who we invite on the show will share heart-centered solutions that they discovered from the day that they chose to implement the Don't framework. And the Don't framework is when they chose to disrupt outdated narratives, not yesterday or whenever, but today, right? When they chose to break the outdated narratives that were no longer helping them and keeping them being small. And the vision is where authentic stories disseminate shame, inclusive communities heal from the inside out, and heart-led humans refuse to be boxed in by personal and systemic struggles. That's it, right? And you're going to get that all here on Beyond the Story podcast, where our hearts could talk. Okay, so let's get into this Heart Rant Digest, right? So I posted this on my blog that goes on my website. And so if you're interested, I will leave the link to the website. Well, you can register to be a part of the website, and then you will be added to the email list where you now can get the beautifulness of this Heart Rant Digest. And so here it was. So Heart Rant Digest, right? And so we titled this Holiday Capitalism: What America Feeds Us and Why Investing in Yourself Still Matters. Because it's always going to be about investing in yourself. Because how else are you going to disrupt the outdated narratives, right? And so here we go. So I've been sitting with something heavy and honestly something liberating these last few days. And because of this is where this is why you have now the Heart Rant Digest. You already know I'm coming in hot, clear, and heart first. So let me tell you what hit me the other morning. as I was driving before the sunrise. The world still stretching its arms awake. Inside multiple stores, still locked, still dark, there were Christmas trees glowing, fully decorated, already selling the season before the season even arrived. I don't even think it was good December yet, and already the trees were out. And so that's when it clicked. Capitalism doesn't wait for the holiday. Capitalism is the holiday. It doesn't care about your joy. It doesn't care about your spending. It cares about getting to you before even you think for yourself. It's a bamboozlement. Yes, it's the banana in the tailpipe. And the deeper I went into this intentional internal rant, the more I realized this kind of early holiday manipulation comes from the same systems that feed us things other countries refuse to feed their people. Come on, stay with me. It's a rant, right? We beating, we going somewhere. Let's talk about it. Other nations ban foods, dyes linked to hyperactivity. They ban preservatives tied to cancer. They ban additives and chemicals that mess with our hormones and our children's development. They ban proven things harmful to our reproductive health. But America says that's fine. Put it on the shelves because here profit overranks protection. And our communities, black, brown, and under resourced, get hit the hardest. So when you see those Christmas trees shining in October or November, don't just see the cheer, see the coordination that goes into everything. See the systems at work. See the way it tries to whisper to you into a trance of forgetting about yourself. Buy more, need more, spend more. You're not enough without us. And that is exactly why I created the Black Friday investment series on my podcast in the first place. Not to tell you to skip the holiday, but to remind you that self-investment is a protest in the world that profits from your numbers. Let me say that again. That self-investment is a protest in the world that profits from your numbers. When you refuse to do a thing and you choose to invest in you, that is a protest in itself that you don't want to be a part of the hokey pokey. If you miss the series, guess what? It's still time to invest in yourself. It is still time to choose becoming over buying. It is still time to break the spell. These offerings are still waiting for you, not as a sale, but as a seed. And so I have that Black Friday investment series that is on my podcast. So scroll down and look it up. It all says Black Friday series. And so it goes through that, right? You find that on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. It's on Good Podcasts. It's on several streaming platforms. And so there's also a free self, pre, and post investment survey. So the survey is about measuring your own return on investment, your own ROI on yourself. You never thought about it like that, right? Your own return on investment from your self investment. There's a investment survey that you will take before you start listening to the podcast. And then after you start listening to the podcast, that will allow you to measure your return on investment. And then there are gifts that mean a little more, right? We talked about that. These gifts are not just something you can wrap up, right? These gifts are not just always things that you can see with the naked eye. And so these gifts usually start from within, but we don't always have time to appreciate them, or time to even water them, or time to notice them. And so the free investment toolkit is compiled up of 3 different editions that allow you to invest in yourself in the way that you need to. Yeah, so you got options. So these are like prescription. So if you had something ailing you, you would take this particular prescription to help it, right? And so these free downloadable PDFs are your prescription to helping you adapt the don't framework, right? To help you to adapt, to disrupt outdated narratives today, to no longer be caught in the trance of this systematic trend of getting you to buy more and not to become more. Choose what you will invest in next. These three prescriptions, three intentions to help you evolve, three doors back to yourself. And so again, they are down, and all three of them together accumulate to a toolkit. And now let me leave you with the same question I left on my heart. The same question that was left on my heart the other morning. If America truly value our lives, why does it feed us what other countries ban to protect their people from? Sit with that. Think on that. Let it move you towards choices that honor you more deeply than any holiday sale ever will. Because the best investment you'll ever make, the one that outlives the hype, the season, the capitalism, is you. Yeah. So until the next rant, SMC Clark. Mine's truly, yours maybe, a heartist. So yeah, so that was my rant from the other day. So tell me how you felt about that, because there's more coming, right? There will be more heart rants coming. And what I found out is that when I get inside a place, instead of internalizing it, I am finding creative ways to do something with it. And so I'm so excited about what's coming up for me and what's happening for me. And so I hope you will continue to be with us along this journey as we continue to go beyond the stories. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Beyond the Story Hearts Talk podcast. Well, we are a rated U channel because this is unconventional alternative to a holistic whole life, right? And so a better you equals a better me. Keep smiling, keep shining, and until we meet again, I'm signing out.